Hello everybody, the Great Dino Ranger here again, back with another review. Continuing with all of the Christmas things, once again, we're going to be taking a look at the Jurassic World Dominion Extreme Damage Genyodectes serus. So this is another figure part of the Extreme Damage line, but this is a brand new species introduced into the Mattel line overall. This is a species that I personally have never heard of. I love when Mattel gives us new species that even myself haven't even heard of, so that's really cool. And the figure just looks really good in the packaging here, and I'm really excited to take a look at this and add a brand new species to the collection. Just by looking at it, it does look like it's part of the Ceratosaurus family. But taking a look at the overall packaging here, it's the same type of extreme damage packaging we've been getting for the Dominion line for a long time now. It's basically just the Dominion packaging, but with the more fiery red sunset look to it, which looks really cool. The T-Rex looks awesome. Just the overall art and the logos looks really good there. So yeah, that's the front of the packaging. And for the back of the packaging here, we just have the little render of the dinosaur showing you it has double-sided damage, which looks really cool. I love this little extreme damage feature on these dinosaurs. It gives you FACSAP information, and it shows you some other dinosaurs you can get in this line, such as a Triceratops tiger and the Pyroraptor. I already have a Triceratops tiger, and I've already reviewed it, so if you guys want to, you can check that one out. I do not have the Pyroraptor. So that's basically it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and take this figure out. Alrighty, so here we have the Genyodectes out of the box. This is looking very cool. Another new species that I've never heard of. I love how Mattel does that. Keep up doing that, Mattel. I love getting knowledge of new species that I've never heard of. Yeah, this is a very nice looking, I guess you could say, generic theropod, because that's literally what it looks like with the crest and the bumps everywhere and just the overall silhouette. It's just like a generic theropod dinosaur in my opinion. But in fact, this one I believe is part of the Ceratosaurus family. Obviously because of the head sculpt here and the crest. But I don't think there is a whole lot of fossils found of this dinosaur. Which is interesting, because obviously when you have something like that, you can't exactly tell what this new dinosaur would look like. Not saying this is completely new, but it's definitely new to me because I never heard of it. But not sure how accurate this dinosaur is, but it looks like it's based on Ceratosaurus, so it's probably in the Ceratosaurus family. So that's very interesting. This is like our second Ceratosaurus in the Mattel line, because we got normal Ceratosaurus, then we get this guy Genyodectes, part of the same family group. So that's very cool. So taking a look at the head sculpt here, very nice amount of sculpted scale work throughout the head. Mattel is really good at doing that, and if you place the shadows in the right way, they just pop so good. But yeah, the whole head is just filled with so many nice scale work, and you got some larger ones here on this part of the jaw. Just basically continues all the way throughout. Nice sculpt work around the eye and then the nostrils. The teeth are nicely sculpted. I know they're not usually sharp, but you can't really have that in toys that are pretty much made for kids. But they look really good no matter what. And the crest, the signature crest of this dinosaur looks really nice. Very much reminds me of a scientifically accurate Ceratosaurus. You got the crest above the eyes, and you got that signature one on the nose. Very big and jagged, which looks really cool. I believe that's what it really looked like. Instead of smooth, nice looking crest, you gotta make it look jagged and almost broken and large, because this part would have been made of keratin, so it would have been larger in real life anyway. But yeah, the scale work again just looks really nice in the head here. Inside the mouth is nicely sculpted. Same with the tongue. Not much texture, but a little bit. The teeth are nicely sculpted there too. And one thing I like is this little dewlap hanging skin structure. Reminds me of iguanas, which is looking very nice. I really like that. adds to the uniqueness of this dinosaur, making them stand out with all various other species. Moving on to this part of the neck, you got some nice wrinkles going on here, some very nice scale work, and some nice little amounts of osteoderm spikes that actually continue from the head and go all the way down almost to the tip of the tail. So those look really nice, and you got some more going on throughout the body. So very Abelisaur-like, but it's also a accurate trait with ceratosaurs like these. So that's really cool. And moving on to the body, really nice amount of scale work all throughout. Like this thing is literally just covered in it from head to tail. Just nice amount of scale work, and it actually feels really nice when you rub your finger against it. Almost feels like you're feeling something real. So it's almost like a real feel skin texture kind of, except it's not rubber. But yeah, very nice sculpt work on here with the osteoderms and then the scales. Even the hands are nicely sculpted. Nice little muscular, small little hands, and the four-fingered claws there. Looking very nice. Sculpted front and back, so it looks really good. And you got the sculpted in scratch marks through the action feature. Here at the leg, you get some nice larger scales here, which pop really well, and the whole leg is just basically covered in it. And again, the feet look really nice as well, and nice muscle definition throughout, as well as here where the shoulder blade area would be. And then you got the dew claw there. Sometimes is very hard to miss, but here at the bottom of the feet, nice texturing there. But yeah, the scale work looks really good throughout almost the entire underside, except for like the neck. It's just a smooth line textured look for the underbelly, which looks really nice. Looks awesome. So yeah, I'm really happy with this dinosaur, and I love how much detail Mattel puts in to their smaller dinosaur figures. So it looks really good. Here's the scan code hidden there. The colors look really nice. I know there's another one coming out for the Dino Trackers line, which I want to get a hold of, so I can have two. But the colors on this one look really nice. I love the dark grayish color with the highlights in the blue, which looks so good. I love blue highlights on dinosaurs. And then you got this nice cream underside color that's a little bit going down through the neck, but it's mainly on the bottom jaw, which looks really nice. It would have been nice for this color to continue all the way down, but that's okay because it looks fine no matter what. And I love how they gave the crest, or at least the top area of the head, like this different reddish orangish color, which makes the crest stand out. Usually if a dinosaur is going to have a crest, it's going to have some sort of different highlight in color up here to make it look flashy, as if it's standing out against well, in other words, displaying its features to other mates or to fight off against rivals. So it's like a cool little display feature, and I love how they made the crests a different color. Which would have been nice if just the crests are a different color. I don't think it was completely necessary to have all this red color literally just like drip down onto that, but either way, it looks good no matter what. So yeah, the colors and the sculpt work look really nice on this figure. For articulation, you got an articulated jaw here, which looks really nice. It makes the dewlap structures here kind of close and open. The inside of the mouth is nicely painted too, the tongue and the skin flaps and the teeth, but the roof of the mouth is not painted, which would have been nice if it was. Got a little bit of sloppy paint here with the blue, but it's very barely noticeable, so you don't need to worry. I don't need to worry about it too much. But yeah, here's the jaw articulation, getting off topic here, and the head can go down about that far, so really nice drinking or eating poses there can go up at that far, so you get some nice looking up and seeing what's flying in the air or something. And it can rotate not really all the way around. It can rotate like that way and then that way, so you got some nice kind of turning motions there. The arms here can move up about that far, up and down basically, and then they can rotate 360, so nice range of movement for these tiny little ceratosaur arms. The legs here with these dinosaurs, they're usually kind of stiff. This one's actually very smooth, but they can basically move forwards and backwards. They can't really go 360, but it's not like you really need them to go up anyway. And then the tail can also swivel, which is nice for some cool dramatic poses, but it breaks up the sculpt, which is why I don't usually like that. But yeah, that's really it for the articulation. So very basic dinosaur articulation. Now for the action feature, it is the extreme damage feature where you push the button and it shows you the damaged claw marks. So here it is with the normal closed skin position here. Then if you push the button, and there is the bloody scratch marks. Oh, there you go. That's easy to see. And you just keep pushing it to make it like it's battle damaged or it's okay, and you can just go back and forth. So it looks really cool. Make it look like it just got scratched or damaged in battle or something. So it looks really cool. But yeah, that's really it for this figure. I'm very pleased with it and excited to have a new species. So for comparisons here, we have Owen Grady. I'm not too familiar with how big Genyodectes really is, so I can't say for sure if this is accurate or not, but it looks really good in my opinion. It's nice to get another smaller theropod dinosaur. And actually the blue is more of a light blue turquoisey color in person in the sunlight, so that shines very well in my opinion. And here is the Genyodectes compared with the Ceratosaurus. This is the Jurassic Park one, so this is the only other Ceratosaurus that Mattel has made. This is the Hammond Collection version. And yeah, it's nice to see two different Ceratosaurs, the same family, together. Two different species, so that's really cool. They look really nice together. Obviously Ceratosaurus is much bigger than Genyodectes, but yeah, I think they look really good together, and hopefully we get more new species introduced in the future for Mattel's toy line. Alright everyone, so that's about to wrap it up for this review. For my final thoughts, I absolutely love this figure. It's a nice new species that I've never heard of before. And it's a very accurate looking one in my opinion, just because it's very accurate in terms of Ceratosaurs. The colors are looking awesome, and the action features are awesome as usual for the extreme damage line. And yeah, everything about this figure is really nice, and I'm super happy to have it in my collection. So everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys again for the next one.